This next segment is sponsored by Chase Bank. From 2020 to 2040, the net growth of homeowners is expected to be entirely among people of color, particularly the Hispanic community, who will see 4.8 million new homeowners within the next 20 years. Now, during that period, the number of black homeowners is also estimated to increase by 1.2 million. Despite the process, there are still a lot of obstacles for home ownership, which disproportionately impact communities of color. From understanding the process, coming up with the down payment and closing costs, and navigating this economy, it can be an overwhelming process. Sarita Battles, head of community and affordable lending at Chase, says you're not alone on this journey, and she's joining us with tips to help. Ms. Sarita, nice to meet you, and welcome to Marketplace.
Nice to meet you too.
So our first question is that, the U.S. housing market continues to fluctuate. So can the American dream still include home ownership?
Although the American dream is subjective, I say yes, you can still attain it. There are still folks that are seeking home ownership in this current environment. And I often like to say that home ownership is one of those key pillars in establishing wealth, particularly as it relates to generational and or legacy wealth.
And what are you seeing in the housing market, especially when it comes to communities of color?
Yes, the housing market continues to fluctuate tremendously as we look at interest rates, as we look at affordability or the lack thereof, and particularly among communities of color. There are also some systemic issues that might impede their progress, especially as it pertains to home ownership. And so as we start to look at our home ownership rate environment, on average, the home ownership rate is about 67%. When it comes to Black Americans, that rate is 44%. And when it comes to Hispanics, that rate is 50%. So although under index, there's still a tremendous amount of opportunity, especially as it relates to those that are continuing to rent. This is the right time to buy. And so I would encourage folks to definitely listen to this insight, definitely educate themselves around the home buying process, because again, that opportunity to realize the dream of home ownership is still available and attainable.
Yeah, there's a lot of resources out there, Sarita, when it comes to first-time home buyers and what they need to know. Where should we look for that?
Yes, I would say definitely make sure that there's a lot of educational resources, but definitely look for that on chase.com/afford. That tool provides a lot of insights, podcasts, videos. It also provides mortgage calculators, homebuyer assistance finder tools where you can get awareness about down payment assistance and or grant programs that are available to you. That is definitely available on chase.com/afford.
And a lot of people have questions about mortgages and how interest rates will impact them. Can you offer any guidance on that?
Yes, I would just say pay attention to it, but also make sure that you leverage your team that you've built. Make sure that you continue to educate yourself around the process, and then also make sure that you're in position to be able to purchase your first home.
Thanks for watching. Stick around by subscribing today and don't miss a single video.